Hey, hi, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites and hopefully add all kinds of awesome games to your backlog or your wish list or your now playing list. Whatever you're doing out there, we're going to add to it, okay? Hey, I am really excited to show off this game. This is a game called Disfigured. And this is a Lovecraftian horror bullet heaven game. And I want to thank Steven Sue of Cold Brew Entertainment. Steven reached out to me recently and said, hey, Goat, I'm going to be releasing a free prologue version of my game on March 31st. Would you want to take a look at this and, maybe show it off on the channel? I know you like to play a lot of these types of games. I got to tell you, I jumped in this right away and was so taken aback by the style that is on offer here. It's creepy. There's tension. You're going to see that it amps up. This limited view with the flashlight is very interesting. Now, there's two different setups we can have here. We can go with this spherical view to see the path that's kind of surrounding us. 25% chance to inflict bleed damage plus 5. Let's go with that. Or we can go with the further out view, but then we lose what's around us. And what we're trying to do is survive. And I believe we're trying to survive for 10 minutes. Projectiles inflict shock to enemies, increasing their next damage taken by 20%. So I said, Steven, I would absolutely love to show this off. And here we are, folks. This is Disfigure, a Lovecraftian horror bullet heaven. And I love its style. We're going to try to have a good run or two. Bullet speed plus 30%, fire rate plus 15%. Let's go with that. And you're going to be able to try this one for free when the prologue version releases on March 31st. On death, enemies will explode into 2 additional projectiles of whatever killed them that deal 25% damage. Yeah, let's do that. Shrapnel. I will include a link to the game's Steam page in the description so that you can go out there and wishlist this, and that way when it comes available, you're ready to rip. All right, bulk rounds, bullet damage plus 20%, shoot an additional projectile. Oh, minus bullet damage. Enemies revealed in vision take 5 damage every second. Radiation. Okay, so we've got a little bit of the garlic happening here. I like this. It's going to reduce our fire rate and movement speed, but I think that's worth it. And what I've noticed is that as they surround you a little bit more, the music seems to pick up a little bit. Or maybe that's just my mind playing tricks on me. That's very possible as well. I just really think that Steven nailed this. Killing 3 enemies will charge your next shot to fire a lightning bolt, dealing 50% bullet damage. That sounds great. Oh, that's cool. sometimes the simplistic look like this can be the best way to go. It's standout. You've got to give it that. I really like these lightning bolts that we have. Circle vision size plus 20%, movement speed plus 5%. Well, that'll be good because of the radioactive garlic that we have. And right now, I have the gun firing automatically, but I can change that. I'm aiming with the mouse, but the actual firing of the gun can be toggled to be automatic or manual. Rapid radiation cooldown minus 0.2. Enemies revealed in cone vision take 20% more damage. Ooh. Let's go with that. Now, if the process of putting out the prologue is similar to other games that I've seen take that approach, circle vision slows down enemies by 20%. Oh, now that could be a really good combo. I think we're going to do that. Then I would imagine they'll get some player feedback. Well, I'm saying they'll. Steven is a solo developer, so he'll get some player feedback and, you know, continue iterating from there, I'd imagine. It's always interesting to see these games, you know, at a very early state and then watch them develop over time. Shock damage dealt to an enemy will damage all other enemies inflicted by shock. Let's do that. I kind of want to throw the other beam on, but I might get freaked out. Yeah. You almost don't want to know. But what's interesting is that the zapping capabilities we have will also highlight them in the map as well. After killing an enemy, your next shot will do 50% more damage. That's nice. 40% chance to inflict bleed damage plus 5. Let's go with that. As you saw, we've got different weapon types that we can choose from. And when we go to play again, we'll go with a different weapon. Try one out. Burn. Damaging enemies has a 25% chance to inflict fire, dealing 10 damage every 3 seconds. Sounds great. Well, we have hit the 5-minute mark. Experience from enemies killed by shock damage will float towards you. Well, we've got a lot of that going on. Circle vision size plus 25%. I mean, yeah, let's pop into glow again. We've got projectiles being flung at us at this point. %50 chance when damaging enemies to inflict fire. That sounds pretty great. I feel like we're getting pretty strong now. The first run that I did, after taking a look at the email and downloading the game. Didn't go as well. I don't think I made it to even the 5-minute mark. Speed of light, movement speed plus 20% when circle vision is active. On every 5th shot, shoot a flame that deals 20 damage and inflicts fire. Yeah, let's do that. That flame's got a cool look to it. We got more projectiles happening. Well, I definitely ran into that dude. Heavy shrapnel. Shrapnel projectiles deal 50% damage. Every 5 seconds, emits a thin wave of light that reveals everything for an instant. And we're going to get plus 30% to circle vision size. That sounds excellent. Might scare the hell out of us when the whole screen is revealed here. Again, there's that part of me that doesn't want to know. Actually, for the most part, it looks like we're keeping it pretty clean at this point. All these powers are definitely helping. So, is it a bullet heaven that you can drink a cup of coffee to? You know, you can take a sip here and there, like right now. Cheers to you, by the way. Hope you've got something good in your cup. Enemies killed by lightning bolt will explode, dealing damage to nearby enemies. Lightning bolt damage plus 25%, fire rate minus 10%. I think that's okay. Uh-oh, they got me again. Oh, wow. We are coming up on the 8.5 minute mark here. I love the look of that effect. Okay, shrapnel. Killing 200 enemies activates shield barrier, making you immune from taking damage once. That probably would have been good to have a few minutes ago. Enemies killed on fire will explode into 3 flames that inflict fire. Sold. Hey, there's a heart. There we go. $9.25. Yeah, it's definitely amping up. Wow. Oh, that's not a great sound. 10 minutes. We got something big coming at us. Fire rate plus 30% while cone vision is active. Why don't we go with that? Because if this is the boss... Oh, God. Oh, no! Oh. Okay. All right. Cone vision, maybe not an excellent idea. Let's go to the menu. And let's try this again with a different weapon this time. I'm feeling the shotgun. Fires 4 bullets at short range. A little bit less damage. Yeah, let's go with it. That was quite the beastie coming our way. Oh, shotgun's quite nice. I think it's going to be even better as we upgrade it. Let us know what you think of this one in the comments. I think it's got such a unique visual to it. Cone vision size plus 20%, fire rate plus 5. On death, enemies will explode into 2 additional projectiles of whatever killed them. Now let's do that. Damaging enemies has a 25% chance to inflict fire, dealing 10 damage. Yep. I'm such a fan of elemental capabilities in just games in general. Damage over time. I've always been a big fan. Cone vision size plus 20%, fire rate plus 5%. Yeah, we should probably focus up on the fire rate for this weapon because it is much slower. Projectiles inflict shock to enemies, increases their next damage taken by 20%. Yep, let's do it. I've actually been in the mood for creepier games lately. I played some Mortal Sin again earlier today. You'll be seeing a video of that very soon. I had a great time with that. And then, you know, we're going to be jumping into Sons of the Forest in a little bit here. And I've been having a wonderful time with that game. Circle vision size plus 20%. Enemies revealed in vision take 5 damage. We should go with that radiation again. I think that worked pretty well for us in the last run. Heavy radiation. Radiation damage plus 40%. Yeah, why not? Seems to be working really well. Shrapnel projectiles deal 50% damage. Killing 200 enemies activates a shield barrier. Okay, we talked about that. I like this though too. And right now, we've got all 3 hearts, so I don't really have a shield on my mind as much. But then I suppose, you know, by then it's too late. Okay. Shrapnel. On every 5th shot, shoot a flame that deals 20 damage and inflicts fire. Yep. I am on board with that. I like that they let you know when the flame shot is coming by having the flame kind of pop around you right before. 50% chance when damaging enemies to inflict fire. Wow, okay. Perfect. You know, when I was first playing this, I was kind of playing around with the views and trying to decide, you know, which one was most effective. And it got me thinking about games that utilize the flashlight really well. And you know which one I thought of. Alan Wake. Was anybody else thinking Alan Wake? I love Alan Wake. I went back to that game. They had given it away for free on Epic at one point in time. Fired up some Alan Wake. You know what? Alan Wake still is an enjoyable video game to play. Let's go bullet damage plus 20%. About just some nice general DPS improvement. I bet some of you are investing some time in some Resident Evil 4 Remake. Definitely a game that I am looking forward to getting to. I don't have time to play it at the moment. I've got so many games going. It's crazy. Bullet size plus 30. Projectiles will pierce. Fire rate minus 10. We don't want to do that. We want fire rate to go up. Yeah, I'll go with bleed. Another potential status damage to add. But I've got a good buddy that has already told me, "Goat, you need to get with the program here and play some Resident Evil 4. Damaging enemies has a 100% chance to inflict fire for 2 seconds after killing an enemy on fire." Let's do it. Oh, that's gonna happen a lot, I think. That might be firing off basically every time we've got enough enemies around us. Okay, 25% chance to inflict bleed. Ooh, Inferno. Okay, now we're getting deep on that tree down there. Fire rate is temporarily increased by 25% for 3 seconds after killing an enemy with Blaze. I think we're gonna go with that. Let's do it. You know, I appreciate that if you give them a status effect, you can kind of see what's going on in that fog of war. You remember the fog of war, right? Okay, damaging an enemy 3 times inflicts outflow, dealing 15 damage. I mean, I don't know if there's a lot of enemies we're gonna damage 3 times before they're dead, but I really like this. Fire rate plus 20%. That's gonna be great for this weapon. Perfect. Immediate shot in the arm in terms of the fire rate. So you can really see the difference. Now, you like an upgrade that you can feel right away. Yeah, I have a feeling the horde is pretty chunky out there. Shoot an additional projectile, but bullet damage minus 30%. Oh, man. That is really tempting. That is really tempting. Oh, wow. This is even better. After killing an enemy, your next shot will do 50% more damage. We'll go with that. I'm just thinking, we're killing enemies all the time. We need that dirty old man from Altered Beast to say, "Welcome to your doom." I know that was a pretty bad job of that. I apologize. Okay, slug radiation. Radiation damage plus 60%. Radiation cooldown, but fire rate minus 15%. I just don't want to take the chance with this gun. Enemies revealed in cone vision take 20% more damage. Oh, so that's the radiation piece. Killing 3 enemies will charge your next shot to fire a lightning bolt. Done. Sold. Where do I sign? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. These guys are coming in. Need a heart. I almost want to turn on the cone. Let's see if I can find a heart out there, but you remember what happened last time, right? If Doom Round kills an enemy, fire rate is temporarily doubled for 1 second. Yes. The Doom Rounds are going to kill a lot of enemies. Hey, we got our heart. You know, I gotta tell you, if we were back in the day and I was sitting there with a graphing calculator in my hand that I had put a homebrew system on, and let's just say that, you know, a game like this was available, I don't know how I'd get anything done. Fire rate plus 15%. That sounds pretty nice, doesn't it? I had a bunch of cool games on my graphing calculator back in the day. I just felt bad for the folks in study hall that didn't have anything to do. I'd sit there on the graphing calculator and play a game. I can't remember what it was called, but it was very similar to Galaga. Damaging an enemy 3 times inflicts outflow. There's the shrapnel one. Ring of Fire. Killing 3 enemies with blaze deals 20 damage and inflicts fire to all enemies nearby. Yes. That sounds great. Ah. Alright, got hit by that guy. Y'all got any more of them hearts? Things start to get crazy. We've got some bullet hell mixed with that bullet heaven. Holy moly. Oh, that was cool. Speaking of things in study hall, enemies revealed in cone vision take 20% more damage and cone vision size increases. Yeah, let's do that. There was a guy sitting next to me the one day, and they had made these little tiny devices with a couple wires that you could stick up to metal, and you know, it would tell you, hey, this is a conductor. You know, it's basically to see if the electricity would transfer from one battery terminal to another. Oh no! Oh, dang it. Well, anyway, this guy Nate is sitting there, bored to tears, nothing to do, and he's taking this little device and, you know, touching various things. Eventually, takes the wire, finds a filling in his tooth, sticks the wire to it. Of course, the light goes green, but what do you think happened to him? Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say the thing because, you know, for most of us, that's a trigger and you'll feel the pain. But, you know, yeah, it wasn't so good for Nate that day. But I'll tell you what, I got a real laugh out of it. Hey, folks, this is a game called Disfigure, and it is a Lovecraftian horror bullet heaven. And you're going to be able to play the free prologue version on March 31st. And I would appreciate it if this looks interesting to you. Let's support this solo dev, Steven Sue of Cold Brew Entertainment, by going out there and wish listing the game. I know it's gonna make that wish list heavier. The knees are gonna hurt. It's okay. It's all right. Rub the knees. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. But this is a cool game. You should try it yourself, and let us know what you thought about it in the comments. If you have any constructive criticism, you know, early version here, maybe we can give some feedback to Steve as well as he goes through the development journey. So anyway, thanks again to the dev for the early look. Thanks to you for hanging out. And I'll tell you what, we'll see you next time out on the Goat Force Gaming channel, where we will play a roguelike or a roguelite, and we'll give away a game at least once a week. How about that? Hey, take care. We'll see you again soon.